So this is going to be Forge Stream number 2. And got the furnace going there. Kind of warm this up a little bit. It's going to be a chill tonight. So we're going to be doing some appropriately placed. As far as I can tell, that'll capture everything. Yeah, that should do it. Alright, so hopefully everything goes through. We'll find out. So right now we're just warming up the forge. It's going to take a little hot minute, no pun intended. Woo! Even in a jacket, I should have wore like some more layers. It's really cold. Oh, we got a first viewer. Welcome, viewer. Hello, Miss Murder. Hello, some pyromancer. You just caught the very beginning. I mean, I'm 2.5 minutes in, but it's how it goes. Gotta tighten the boots. It's always important to wear safety equipment. And yes, I know my hair is crazy right now. So this is Forge Stream number 2. We'll be working on, again, my niece's knives. This is the start. We're going to work a little bit more on it. We're going to try to flatten this out a bit more. Their mother, my stepsister, wants me to claim that it is a unicorn's horn, which I wish I knew that before, so I could make a good twist on it, make it look like it's an actual spiral. But we're just going to claim that. Okay, thank you, Miss Murder. Currently, it's pretty cold out. So I gotta let this heat up a lot more than normal, just so that it can get to the temps it needs. So far we have 2 busy viewers. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. We can start throwing some stuff in the fire. So it begins. Hopefully we won't have to actually change out. Hello, third viewer. Hopefully we won't have to change out fuel tanks, because that'll be like a, shit, gotta stop and do that, but should be pretty good. Myself a nice adult beverage, some black cherry mead. Not amazing, it's alright, but let's see how it goes. So here at Stalvin's Forge, / whenever my buddy finally gets his forge name up. Whenever he does videos, I'm sure he'll put his, then mine. So, from there... Oh, we have some more. Goatman, I do not make iron butt plugs. I make stuff that aren't butt plugs. I don't make sex toys. I'll talk to you, Alfred, or maybe one of the other blacksmiths. You can try 13 Ravens. He might be willing to accommodate you. I don't know, but not me. Sorry. I'm trying to keep on the path of being a bladesmith instead of whatever the fuck that would be. But it is what it is. The light looks a little weird, but that's alright. Anyway. Yule, happy Christmas, happy other winter festivals to you all. I had planned to start a little earlier today, but my buddy kept me drinking with him. What kind of blades? I focused only on European blades, honestly. It's better to find a region to focus on instead of making all over the place. To specialize in something so you get the base down, and then you move on. Like master one thing and then move on to things. Is my opinion. Other smiths will probably tell you just do whatever you want, however you want it. But that's a matter of opinion, I'm sure. You don't see many katana bladesmiths. I'm sorry, swordsmiths that focus on doing anything other than katana and regional swords of the same. So it's kind of one of those stick with what you know, I guess. Oh, it's going to take a little while because we did heat it up and then quench it. So I got to take the temper back out. Well, not temper, undoing the quench. Yeah, it's temper. Oh. So, yes, there's going to be a little bit of standing around today. I think the last time I saw the weather was 30 degrees out. So I'm a little happy standing next to the forge while I wait. So ask your questions while I'm free. Keep them realistic and kind of keep the chat pseudo clean. I don't want to have to turn on the auto filter. That'd be very embarrassing for me. Got the blade nice and hot all the way through. We've taken that temper out. So it's now evenly hot throughout all the blade. So what I'm going to let it do is normalize the blade and let the back end continue to keep hot so it can easily go through this motion. So while I shape the other side, I won't undo possibly any of the front, thus making it easier whenever we do more grinding on it and moving on to the next knife tonight. So I will probably be running a long stream. We will be running pretty long this time around. I'm going to make 2 knives tonight, hopefully. And then we're going to try to make something a little bit nice, just a little bit nicer. I should still have some of the parts for some of the pre-made knives I have. I may end up giving those instead of trying something else, but that's okay. Because we can also cut some of this leaf spring we cut off last episode, and we'll call it good. Yes, I'm okay with other people leaving. Doesn't hurt my feelings, none. work some new metal. I got where I wanted with that. I was looking at it, made some decisions while making it. So we're going to be alright with that one. We'll do some grind work on that, on this other knife we've got right here. I'll pick it up with some tongs because I'm not going to be stupid and try to pick it up with my hand. It's still very hot. We're going to do some grind marks on this and clean up a little bit more, smooth the back of this right here so it's a bit flusher. Kind of try to round it off on all these sharp parts, especially on the hand grip. Later, I'm going to go shopping for some leather or some dyed leather with vegetable tanning or however they have it at the mall up here. It's like a booth flea market kind of deal called Peddler's Mall. And I'm just going to wrap it up with some leather, purple for her preferably in this regard, or light blue. And from there, it's just more or less what you would expect. It's a young girl's knife. I doubt it'll ever see any action. I hope it never does see any action. But we'll try and make it so it works. Now this is rebar. It's going to be very hard to make anything out of with any kind of finesse. That's okay. It's going to take some minutes to heat up. And while we wait on that, I'm going to go ahead and have a little bit of my apple juice that's sitting right here. Now, let's see. Now, where did we put the bottle? Have to make our own bottle opener. Not opposed to it, but I'd rather not while in the middle of the stream making knives. But I will eventually. It's only the right thing to do. I guess I won't be having any of my mead tonight because I don't have a wine bottle opener. Welcome to the stream, 2 new viewers. I don't know who you are. Yep, now we're back. What metal or metals you like using the most? Well, so far, I like your standard metals, 1084, 1095, I guess, and 1075. If I'm remembering my metals correctly. Some metals are fun to work with. It's not hard. Some aren't. Alright. Got it hot. Let's get to work. Make a knife for my littlest niece yet. Might be seen a bit too risky for her. That's alright though. But those are the metals I like the most. I would love to do some Damascus, but at the same time, I have to do a little bit more studying for me. So that way I can kind of have a better idea of what I want out of my Damascus. It's pretty cold outside. Even standing right here, this is about as comfortable as I can get. All right. Seems like the forge light is overtaking some of it. That's all right. the live chats so I can kind of keep up with what you guys are saying. That's alright though. Feel free to share and respond to, share and push out all this fun stuff. So that way it can get broadcast a little further. But it is what it is. I'm not going to hold you hostage for it. Awesome. Almost 20 minutes in. That's not bad. Yeah, these streams are flying by faster than I thought they would. Yeah. One day I'll have the Brio, so you have to deal with me putting my hands all over the camera. But I won't be able to see your lovely comments, so I'm going to probably get a laptop to go with it. So, it is what it is. So to my one viewer, sticking through with this, good on you. But if you like content like this, working, a little bit of talking, feel free to subscribe, like the video, hit the little bell so it dings and crap so you know when the next one's coming. Hopefully in the near future I'll be able to do this better than just off my phone and spur of the moment. We'll see what happens. If there is a break in the live stream, it'll come back up as kind of like a 2.5, and we'll continue on where we're leaving off. Not too much. Hello, Alfred. Welcome to the stream. constantly change my mind on what I'm making my niece. That's just a part of who I am. A 3-foot wooden gerbil. That's pretty saucy, if I say so myself. Varnishing, goat man. Shit. We don't have to give you all the answers. Well, I guess Stelvin is not having me today. Or is he? I don't know. Got my damn wine over here. I will make do with beating the steel. Take that as you will. By the sound the popping rebar makes when you hit it. Alright, so for my smallest sneeze, I'm going to make a small knife that will fit into the palm of our hand, a little bit right here. And should be about a little bit longer than her finger. And we're going to bevel it up ever so slightly on the tip, raise it. I'm not going to really define the clip, as it would go slope up to like some kind of shoulder or spine, come back down. We're going to let it just kind of casually go up and then back down. Nothing amazing. She's not going to remember this knife when she gets older. It's going to be something that like, oh, I made it for you and blah, blah, blah. Chainsaw into a tree stump. Chainsaw carve. That's actually an ironic thing. Chainsaw is carved into a tree stump. So how you doing, Alfred? Enjoying yourself? While I give this more time to not be an ass. Yeah, I plan to be forging most of the night into tomorrow. So I'm going to be breaking this up into like pseudo substreams. But yeah, the pressure's on. I got to get these two finished up and wrapped, not really wrapped, they're just going to be given to them. I may put my stamp on it, I might not. It's kind of like a pseudo family gift, so they know who it came from. I really wish I knew what we did with the bottle opener. You have what now? I have the pieces for, stop it, there we go, for the candle holder ready for the portion. Awesome, I can't wait to actually watch that myself so I can see it. That'll be cool to watch. just out of rebar, by the way, Alfred, so I'm not too worried about buildup. But it won't hurt to clean it either, I guess. May help with some patina marks later. I'm actually kind of determined to get this wine now. Oh shit, I broke some of the glass. That's not good. Well, just means I gotta dig out the cork and drink it all, I guess. And also, I'd like to thank The Killing Joke for broadcasting this, and as well as all my other friends on Discord. A few of you may not know, I would forge a corkscrew, but I still need my jig. The current thing we use for twisting is kind of shot at the moment, and I'm lazy. And I already have a corkscrew. It's like, why do I have to remake tools if I already have tools for this job somewhere? But you're right, I should just go ahead and make one while I'm waiting. There's never too many irons in the fire. I keep trying to, like, get this shit out, and I keep breaking glass, so I'm just gonna wait. Damn it. That might be something we make. Forge Stream 2.5 corkscrews. Actually, let's go ahead and get the mini view. So there's that. Do I have any spare material for a corkscrew? I don't know. I might somewhere. If I'm lucky, I'll have a drinking horn ready by the time I get it out. We used to have one in here. I just wish I had a power hammer so I could smoosh out some of my thicker stock that I got left over so we can make that. Though I don't want to grab too much of the stock because my buddy also smiths out of here. So I don't want to step on his toes by taking some of the materials he might be working with to make the corkscrew for myself. So it's one of those, I kind of don't want to shit on his house. again, it's supposed to sit like somewhere in her hand, about yay so. And that way, it's something just to play with. Nothing really major. I don't really want to see it get too much used, obviously, because it probably won't be. But that's what it is. Awesome, we have 3 views, 3 likes. This is like a very thing. Hey, Cholito. How are you doing? Luis Guzman has entered my rooms! Yes, outstanding. It's always a pleasure to see you. Outstanding, outstanding. Oh, I should have bought beers instead of letting my friend just give me wine. Oh, the troubles of alcoholism. To the friends and family out there at home, I hope you're doing well. We'll try the tried and true American method here in a minute with using house keys on the Alcoholics channel of how to get your wine out using keys. That's not good. I'll flatten that back out later. Let's try a safe deposit key. That should be a little bit sturdier. One would hope. Nope. Oh well. Fuck it. We'll try. I could crack the thing off or cut it off with something, but we're not gonna do that. That sounds like work. We don't do work here. We just have fun. Haha! Alfred just got licked by Luis Guzman. Ah! He said big hammer. Definitely not up there. Poor Eddie. He's not here, so you can't see me move around a lot. Oh, the woes of being a busy man. Yes, I still have not given up yet. Of course. Every hammer has a job. Though I would love to have a flatter. I just recently got to the point where I have one more payment for my new anvil. Just one, guys, and then we have a good anvil. Not this piece of shit. get it in a slight, very slight profile and then grind it clean, but where's the fun in that? That's just a lot of grind work, and I'm not about that life. I'll leave the bumping and grinding to the professionals. Did you? I'll have to look into just crafting one, but I got to buy the 6-pound sledge first. Today we'll be trying a very crappy energy drink. I gotta cover it up because they're not sponsoring me. Or have I ever asked them? It is, well, regardless of what the brand is, it is called Sour Heads flavor. We'll find out together. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's sour. Yeah. It's not so bad the second time down. Don't you worry, ladies and germs. Really? Looks like I'm gonna have to find a new job so I can go and do some yard selling. Indentations to remind myself where I'm going, where I shouldn't be going. Unfortunately, I don't have any soapstone right now, so I can't just mark it as I go. Though it would be fun. But once we get a little bit thinner, maybe about 1/8 of an inch more on each side, and then kind of taper it back a little bit more. We might heat up the middle again and try to give it a nice little twist if it's hot enough that we can make those twists. Sadly, our twisting station over here, they should be doing what my arm is doing right here, jiggling like a motherfucker. But it is. The life of a poor smith is indeed sad. Hello, person number 4. I thank you and welcome you to Stallman's Forge. We'll be going a little bit long today. Like I told everyone else before you, this will probably be broken up into multiple streams throughout the night into the next day on Christmas Eve. And as a special added bonus, this New Year's, we very well might be streaming some Heathen Festival stuff that's not specifically Heathen related. It's just a bunch of heathens drinking and sword fighting, more or less. Or it'll be very boring and I'll be right here, or I'll be somewhere else. Who knows? It depends on what's going on, honestly. My buddy's dogs are barking. He must be out. Interesting. But still, this murder, yes. Heathen fuckery, indeed. Just some bros doing bro stuff. box, but it's alright. Well, a few of you may or may not know I do historical fencing, and I don't mean like we get in period costume and do it. It's like LARPing almost. No, I mean sometimes we do put on the period piece if we're doing a demonstration showing why their garments were the way they were. They had different functions, and fashion obviously played a part. But no, we do like legitimate sword fighting from Renaissance Europe. And I know, sword fighting, penis touching, blah 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 blah. But no, I take that personally, and not like an insult, obviously. But I mean, like, it makes me want to teach again, teach how they fought with knives, how they fought with rapier, long swords, short swords, arming swords, all sorts of fun stuff. Claymores, Zweihander, you name it, we love it. Quarterstaff, pike, halberd, poleaxe, warhammer, mace, stuff like that, flail, scythe. Some really great techniques come from Irish stick fighting. You might be able to ask Alfred more about it, but I mean, I don't know much about it myself. Irish stick fighting, I know very, very little. Progress. I gotta hammer back the tip a bit more, but it is what it is. And once I get the Brio, I'll be able to put it somewhere up there so you can kind of see down at an angle at me. That way, I don't have to worry about looking at anything. Maybe the laptop I'll probably put over here where the camera is right now so I can kind of come over and fidget with it and see chat if need be. And from there, pretty much just moving forward, which is good. All in all, I've actually started kind of enjoying it. I see why some of the other creators like Gaming and Yelling, Miss Murder, Alfred, people like The Killing Joke, or Doc Griffin, or Kadant, even Undoomed and Magog. I can kind of see why they enjoy it. I'm not obviously in the same vein as them with it. Simply because of my chosen profession here. They're a bit more cerebral than I am with it. Magog's obviously going into like movie productions and such, and from there on, it's more or less everyone's kind of got their niche. I feel like the normie friend for most of the time because they're just going off on a topic. I'm like, I'm just a blue collar guy. I don't know dick about this, and then they go, oh, blah, 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 blah. They'll tell me all about it, knowledge game on it, and it's fun. But at the same time, watching internet stuffs, what they're talking about, is interesting. I don't really get into it too much. I try not to. I have my own opinions, obviously, as any individual does. Alright. Okay, we're back to this tip a bit more. Tip is, well, still really hot, but I want to touch it for whatever reason. I'm only working about this much of it, so putting it on the anvil is starting to make it wibble wobble around, just due to size and obviously my tongs being in the way. Generally when I work steel, I like having about a foot at least like a foot, so I can have a hand on it, or longer, so I can really control where it goes and how it moves. It goes really well until I start tapering down the tang. from the shoulders of it down. I know some smiths prefer doing drill punch through and then sit it between two scales or slates or slabs and wedge it there, epoxy that, and then epoxy through the pinholes and put pins through them. I know many that like that. I haven't got into it yet. I'm still trying to get through the burn through stuff through and through, and hopefully eventually one day I'll move on to something a bit more precise, I guess. Burn through is pretty good. You get a very tight fit. It fits that tang's curvature in pretty much every regard. The generalized shape, anyway. But once you fill in with some epoxy, it takes. I've not had one fail. Like with what was it? Forged in Fire. They're like, oh, burn throughs are garbage. I don't know why they say that. If those knifesmiths know that it works, it obviously does work. Like, here's an example knife. This is what my buddy did, because I don't have my first knife like he has his right here. This is a burn through. Its tang's about yay long. Mine was about the entire length of the handle. And according to them, this handle will fail because it's a burn through, and they don't know any that work. Well, that's because you need to pre-drill your hole. You don't need to twist and pull and squanch on it. Just keep it straight and firm, and it'll burn right through. Keep it the right temperatures. All right, so bad news right now. I have to change out the propane because we're out, which sucks. That's okay, because we will take 5 for the most part, and we'll keep going. While I do that, I'm going to get a corkscrew, hopefully for my friend if he's home, and we'll see how it goes. So y'all guys go ahead and take 5. I'll be back later. I will retweet everything coming out so you guys can see it if you want to watch. And for anyone, Yorker man, propane just ran out, so I gotta go get some more and swap it out. I'm gonna go grab some adult beverages and a wine opener from a mead, and I'll shoot back before too long. All right, y'all guys have fun. I would leave this on, but it's my phone, so I have to take it with me. And I'm not doing a real life let's go, because that'd be weird. Well, you know, you have to go buy. I'm pretty low budget here, so have fun. I will see you all in a few minutes.